Alright, here is a polished copper Four Seasons. This one is in a lot better cosmetic shape than mine, and it has working slumber quiet. So
But it's still not perfect.
Nice. It's not perfect by any means, but it's still a lot better. That down rod has slight patina on it, but not that bad. And the thing about the tag, interesting thing here, it's riveted to the upper section of the switch housing, just like mine.
Yeah, that was probably a thing, some sort of thing they did. I don't know.
Yeah, but overall, in a lot better shape than mine. I really wish I had this one, but at some point I'll find another, I know.
Yeah, the down rod, it depends on what side you look at it. One side, it looks like slightly tarnished copper. The other side, it looks like freaking Verde.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then as for this fan's other problems, the housing is bent, like the metal on it is bent, which is kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? And then when trying to fix that, I dinged up the sideband like a dumbass. But other than that, it's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Haven't seen this in full performance, so I assume it runs good after all. It's a small fan with a K55 motor. So
this is actually one of the
fly.
Yeah, this is actually one of the best balanced Casablancas I have. Like even on this mounting style, like there is no wobble.
And it's interesting because I can see that the blades are not balanced all the same. Like two or three of them, or one or two of them, are like a little bit off clock, but that's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like enough where it negates itself or something. Because sometimes fans can have blades out of clock, but they negate any wobble if they're like situated in such a way. The motor on this one is a little noisy for slumber quiet because some slumber quiets do still have a slight hum to them, but the slumber quiet does still work perfectly, so I ain't complaining.
Yeah. People shouldn't be allowed to complain if it works because it's a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know how these would react to, say, lightning strikes, because at least the really old IntelliTouch boards would they would shit themselves if they were struck. If that building they were struck by lightning, they would fry. They would not work if the building was struck by lightning.
Definitely.
So I wonder how these would react, because I do know from Tom's stories, Tom Frampton. When he was working, this is just an example, when he was working on slumber quiet fans, the boards would fail from static electricity.
Yeah, he couldn't even walk across a shag carpet holding them or else they would fail because they were so sensitive to the little jolts and shocks. Now, I personally, when touching these potentiometers, have sent static electricity into some of my SQ fans by accident, and knock on wood, it hasn't killed any of them yet, but... And I try to avoid it, but sometimes it just happens.
You didn't do it into the board where all the really sensitive shit is.
That's true. I just touched the pull chain or the cap or something. Switch cap, that is.
That's like the perfect medium speed right there. Not too slow, not too fast, and airflow test, really good.
Airflow test.
Yeah. That's a Newman quote. But
Yeah, I remember it more from Tommy Bodden saying it satirically, though. Though I do know that Patrick Nessie actually lost a few, I think either Fasco Very Low or maybe Casablanca IntelliTouch fans from a lightning strike, so he might know more information about that whole lightning strike thing as well.
We're almost to high now.
You still got a teensy bit of wobble, but compared to every other fan I put there, it's like next to nothing.
Well, also, you got to take into consideration that's not the right mounting bracket for these ball socket Casablancas.
Yeah, that is the main contributor to the wobble in every one of my videos where this thing is installed here.
Alright, let's go full high. Yep. It flies. And I keep saying polished copper. It's really bright copper.
You say potato, I say tomato.
No, I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of myself because I almost always say bright brass, not polished brass.
It's fine. I didn't mean it. I was just saying that.
You know, so I should be saying the same thing. So, and I always say antique pewter. Pewter.
I mean, I still say brushed pewter because of the 86 catalog.
That was in 86? I thought that was newer.
Or maybe it was 87, I don't know.
Anyway, that's the bright copper Four Seasons.